if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along.
Problem this
We
morning.
got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And
Are you all hearing?
come on, let's play.
I'm not. All right, I don't know what's going on, but I can't hear the sound. Okay, somebody please let me know that you can hear me and you can hear the music, because I can't. I can't. I see you. Good morning, Annie, Kathleen, Leo, and Kathy Hand. Somebody please talk to me. You can hear. Did you hear the music? Because I hear nothing. Don't know what's happening. You heard the song. Okay, as long as you can hear it, I can't hear it. So not sure what that's all about. I'll have to reboot the computer, I suppose, after we get off of everybody. Hi, Hope is here. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo, Suzanne. Okay, well, we will just go with that. It's one of those kind of days for Teri. Good morning, everybody. Let's do that beautiful thing that we do every morning, the Heart Brain Coherence. It is prayer day, so I'll be sharing, the prayer list this morning. And if there are any changes that need to be made, then please let me know so that I can do that when we get off of the air. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Oh, Kathy, I hear you, but no music. Okay, well, there's no music playing at the moment. It finished, but I didn't I didn't hear anything. Oh, well. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Josie. All right, let's do the heart brain. Get this party started. Hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. And as your heart and your brain are speaking, what are they saying? What are you grateful for today? Every day, I like to start out with gratitude. And when we get into the coherence of the heart and the brain, that gratitude just expands out. I'm so grateful for every one of you that are showing up this morning. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for loving on each other and for using this time in the morning to show that love, to really lift each other. And I was reminded last night in some of the reading I was doing, I was reminded that love is a verb. So love has an action to it. What is your action today? How are you going to show up today with the love that you have in your heart? I'm showing up with love for all of you, with gratitude, with hope in my heart, hope for everything to fall into place and work perfectly. And I believe that it is. I believe that as a family, we are powerful. We can do anything that we want to do. So, what is your gratitude? Let's get there and go there this morning. Let's just show some gratitude and show love to each other. And I pulled the Kuan Yin card. So let's see what happens. If everything falls into sync like it usually does with her. So let's go. Gratitude, gratitude. Suzanne, I will show up with joy and gratitude. Yay. Got to add that joy in there, right? I love it. Anybody else have any gratitude? Anybody got anything at all this morning? We are a quiet group today, I guess. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and read Kuan Yin then, if y'all have nothing else for us. Kuan Yin today says, be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, a divine explorer on the wild path of life. You've been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them with the loving encouragement and support of life. Be bold. I love that. And there's the card. So what does that mean to you? How can you be bold? What would that mean even? You know, for a lot of people, it means stepping out of your comfort zone, doesn't it? Anybody step out of your comfort zone lately? Did you do something that you normally wouldn't do, that maybe without that little nudge from spirit that you wouldn't have done? Being bold sometimes just is a go for it type of thing. Like, okay, not quite sure if I'm going to jump off of this cliff, but I'm feeling I need to. So we just go for it, right? We just open up. Oksana, good morning. Oksana says, yes, I love how we come together as cooperative components and create together something something beautiful, joyful, and loving. Awesome. Ricky, grateful to be here. Yay. And Kathy Hand, grateful that Scooby is recovering after having 12 teeth removed. He is on 2 pain meds, antibiotics, and at least eating and drinking. Bob is working from home today. Well, hi, Bob. Good morning. Catherine Kovacs, good morning, good morning. Blue Jean, thank you for that reminder. It is the full moon today, and the grid will be coming down early afternoon. I am grateful to care for my grid. Awesome. I am doing the meditation this morning for Enlightened World Network. That will be at 10 o'clock Eastern Time this morning. And so thank you for the reminder that it's full moon. I had already planned on doing a healing type of meditation. So I think with the energy of that full moon, that's just going to expand that healing energy as I guide the meditation this morning. Kathy Hand, being bold enough to set boundaries for myself, for my best self. That is bold. You know, many times we don't want to upset anybody. And so we just allow things to be instead of saying, no, I would really like it to happen this way. I really want to set this boundary for myself. So, excuse me, setting a boundary, best thing you can do for yourself. And it is bold, it is brave, it is stepping up for you. That's what that's all about, is helping you to be the very best you possible. Oksana, dream big and then bigger. And know it is already done. It is done. I look at everything with the eyes of source. I see patterns and energy and light everywhere I look. Beautiful. And Suzanne says, yes, bold is my new middle name. There you go, Suzanne. I see that. I feel the energy shift in you. And I know that you got this. You've got this thing called life. And stepping up for yourself is what your spirit has been waiting for. There's been a lot of change and shift in you, and I love that. I love that you are now acknowledging it and acknowledging yourself as priority. What else we got? Auntie Jean, my computer is acting crazy this morning, and love to all. Well, Jean, I don't know what's going on. I don't have any sound this morning as I was playing the music. Nothing was coming across. So I think the computers are rebelling. They must be talking to each other. That's what I think. Catherine Kovacs, going to the beach today for a boogie market. I don't know what a boogie market is, but okay. And then out to lunch, heading out on the town today. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy that and have fun. And Kathy, we're grateful for the grid. We absolutely are. That grid is amazing, and miracles happen when things are placed in the grid. So thank you. Thank you, Blue. Blue says it is a super moon, the largest and closest this year. It is very strong. Okay. Got the sneezing thing going on this morning. I don't know what that's all about. Deirdre's here. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you. I don't know why I'm sneezing, but it's happening. One of those things that you really can't control. And Leo says it's the full moon, Teri. Yeah, it is. It is the full moon. Catherine says boogie. I don't know what boogie is. So that's a new word for me, Catherine. Oksana says, I live in my boldness now. I am so unapologetically me, and I stand in my power, and I am free to be me. It feels wonderful and freeing. I only speak my truth and speak with love and compassion. Yes, yes, and yes. And Jean says, when I turned it on, it was playing Leo, and I couldn't get it to stop until I turned it off twice. Well, I didn't play Leo. I played the morning song, the morning Everything is Beautiful song. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, it's that kind of day today. I'm gonna just go with it's the full moon. I don't know why that everything is happening the way it's happening, but it is. Okay, Deirdre, I am certain that love has no limits. Love has no limits. And thank you for reading the blog. And for any of you who haven't read it, please read the blog today or listen to it when I come on at 4:44 to read it, because I think we all need to hear that. We need to hear that there really are no limits. And that's what the angels want us to realize, that when we see that there's an obstacle, look beyond the obstacle. If it looks like a mountain, a really high mountain, then look beyond that mountain and you're going to see sky and know that the sky is the limit. We don't have a roof. We don't have anything holding us down other than what we create as that mountain, or as that huge obstacle to what it is that we want, what we call to us. And as we do the prayers this morning, and I share the prayer list, let's remember that. Let's all remember that there are no limits. And as we call in spirit and pray for the ones we pray for, then there's no limits to the healings. There's no limits to the blessings. And as you are thinking of what you want to create and what you want to manifest, remember that there's no limit. Santa says, release, release, release. I did. Sneezing is all about releasing of old energies and physically release of inner brain pressure. Okay. Well, I guess I had some pressure going on I wasn't aware of. And Leo says, I mean, it's the full moon messing up the technology. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. And I know it happens. But I'm just going to claim perfection this morning in everything and in every way. And Blue says, it's not quite full. I am sure energy sensitive folk will feel it. It's that kind of strong moon. Yeah, the thing with the moon, especially the full moon, we start feeling that energy a couple of days before it even becomes full. There's a shift and a change in the energy. And I've had numerous people reach out to me and say, why is this happening? Why am I not able to sleep? Why do I feel different and feel this shift? The full moon. And every month we go through this. Some months are heavier and stronger, just like what Blue is saying. It's a super moon, so we're going to feel it super of everything, of all the extremes of everything we're feeling. And Kathy says, I think it's a term pronounced bougie to mean ultra cool and fashionable stuff. Okay, I still have not heard of it, but thank you for introducing the term, and I certainly will research, because you know me, I like to know stuff. And if something's introduced, then I go check on it and see what it's all about, which I will certainly do after the show. Suzanne says, yes, my daughter uses that term. You pronounce it bougie, like fancy. Okay. Something new for Mama P to learn today. And Oksana says, the full moon is so strong. Yesterday, my glass door shower shattered. That's hard to say. There was glass everywhere, looking like it snowed with glass snow. I'll take it as a sign the old limiting beliefs are shattered, and now I'm stepping into a new high dimensional reality. All right. Well, I'm sorry about the shower door, but I love your attitude. And I love that you're taking that as a sign of that's what's happening. And yes, indeed, step into that high dimension. And Suzanne wants to know, could I just put a case of water outside overnight to make moon water? The thrifty German is asking. I say yes. What did we just talk about? There is no limit. So whatever you want, whatever you intend, then that intention is what you're bringing forth. So there is no limit. If you want to put a case of water, a gallon of water, whatever you want to do, just do it and set the intention that that moon is going to bless the water the way it does, because the moon doesn't have a limit. It doesn't say, oh, there's a cap on that, so I can't touch that water, or it's in this kind of container, I can't touch that. Don't limit yourself. That's the huge message today. We are not limited. And as I read the blog this afternoon, I hope that some of you will be there to talk about that and to have a further understanding that there is no limit. Sally De La Rosa, good morning. It's back to work today. Yep, it's Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day, as our Deirdre always says. All right, so it's time for the prayers. And Suzanne, you're going to make buck moon water. I love that. All right, let me pull up the prayers and remember as we read them that each name is a person that you all have given to us. You placed it in our care for us to remember them, to hold them, to pray for the very best outcome, whatever the situation is. And Jean says we are also having MC sunflowers, whatever that is, MC sun flares. The last time we had them, when the sun was facing us, flares made national news as it affects radio transmission, the internet, and Wi-Fi. Flying can be a challenge and all communication. Time for you to release. Sure, whatever you release, make sure you release what you have released with high vibrations, with love and compassion. Absolutely. Well, I'm doing a guided meditation at 10 o'clock this morning, and let's release, and bring in the healing and the love. So I'm going to bring in the prayer requests. And I'm praying that the sneezing will stop. And here we go. So just make a mental note of all of these names, because throughout the week we pray for them And on Wednesdays, we're reminded of who we're praying for. Today, on our peapod prayer list are all the P's for peace. That's every one of you. If you're here, if you're hearing this and you're participating, you are a P for peace. That is our beautiful peace movement. And we pray peace on earth. We're praying for Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine and her daughters and her family, Abha, Billy and Tim, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo, her family, especially her daughter and her grandson, Eris, Mary Beasley, Deirdre and her daughter, Danya and Thump, Deirdre's sister, Steph, and her husband, Bob, Adriel, Joni, Tia Fernetti, Nancy Sanger, Mickey, Suzanne Millard and her family, especially her daughters and her granddaughter and sister, Marietta and Ed and good girl Pearl, Claude and Raquel, Leo and your family, DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Rick and Josie, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio and family, and especially Beth. And Beth is doing wonderful. And we're praying now for her recovery from that surgery that she just had. Jean and Ron Lorio and family, Christina and Carrie Leftwich, and thankful for travel prayers that Christina has returned home. Mary Lou Burdick, same thing. Mary Lou and her husband returning home. Catherine and Michael Kovacs and family and the fur babies. Rosalind Good Vibes. Sally and Tony De La Rosa. Rose De La Rosa. Kathy and Bob Hand and family, especially Colin and Marlena and Bo and Candy Hand. Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss and all of her family, Becky LaFave and her son, Erica Hoppy and family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, and especially his brother Raymond and wife Kathy, Hope Wellington Marshall and her son Zena, her parents Winston G. and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson, Regina and Adam, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and the grandkids, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah Langren, Oksana, and your mom, Amber, Jenna, Katya, Maximus and his teacher, Herb, Darlene, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, and for a successful sale of their home, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and Stacy's mom, Karen, her mother-in-law, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean, and Dave Walensky, and the fur babies, Dolly the horse, and thank you for the update yesterday on Dolly, Pam and Gordy, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie, and all of her family, the Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel Fullerton, Lily Ann in Norway, and all of her family, especially her mom, going through so much physically right now. Kathleen Caputo, physical healing for you. And Kathleen, thank you for a beautiful meditation yesterday. Colleen Straw, baby Wyatt, and mom Mandy, baby Haven, Kat, Steve, Candy and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Alba, Dottie and Don, Christina Schaff, Grace Isis and all of her family in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family and her mom, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Mary Ann, Henrik and Lorraine, Tammy Fisk and her daughter and her sister Tracy, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson, and travel prayers for Ruth. She's going to be in the air very soon on a travel journey for her and her sister, and her daughter Mia is already traveling. So travel prayers for all of them. Prayers for her sister-in-law Sharon for some physical things going on. Diana Bertu, Jeannie and Sister Merle, Boulder, Colorado area. Deb Goldberg and family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles, and their sons and their dog Brody, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and family, Sherry Gatewood, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil, and the orphans in Pakistan, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Mary Ann Pish and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Rick Gulfick, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Bob Simon and Sherry Otis, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's mom and her niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Freddie, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Brutus the dog, Augie the dog, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family, and prayers for Michelle's house that was hit with lightning and fried several things. So praying for all the repairs that she's having to do there at her house. The area of Buffalo, New York, Uvalde, Texas, and I just want to add anywhere that there's disruption, discord, trauma going on, lifting those areas up. Prayers for our retreat that's coming up in October. Teresa Gloria, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Matt, Noel and his housemate, and the James Schultz family. So any that you want to add to that, please just type it in. And Kathleen, I see your message. I will take Colleen off of the prayer list as soon as we get off the air. And thank you for the prayers for Ruth. And yes, thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. So please say this prayer with me. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Let's take that into our heart. Let's really pray this prayer with every bit of our being, knowing that when we lift up something to the universe, we're placing it into our subconscious mind, and that's where things are created into the physical. So hold this energy in your heart. Hold the blessing going out to all of those that we just read, all those names, all those places, the animals, all of nature, just asking for a blessing, asking for it to be touched today. And I love this one line from our prayer. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. That means I am going to do something. So as you read that, as you hear that, just remember you're praying for you to be an instrument. Just as all of us show up in a certain way in the world, whichever way we chose to come in to be that blessing, to learn, but also to love. And remember, love is the action. Love is something we do. And that's what we certainly do here together, isn't it? We love, and we say these words to show that love to each other, the love coming straight from our heart. So let's do that on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. I'm going to get our Leo song queued up now. And let me put the share back up. I'm going to sneeze again. Okay, I am done releasing, so that needs to stop. So please pray that my sneezing will stop today, because I got a big day and lots to do. And I don't have time for this sneezing stuff. Thank you, Deirdre. All right, so thank you, I loved you. That's our magic words to each other. And let's say them as Leo sings us out of here. Hopefully you all can hear it.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone. Always one phone call away. The guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Joy. I'm so glad I get to hear Leo.
Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of
Joy.
Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply
Accept,
accept,
align,
align,
allow. Play, y'all.
Hey, morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five because the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five because the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa. Give me cuppa joy. 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 Give me cuppa joy.
Woo, thank you, Leo, and thank you, Angels, for helping me to set the computer setting to the correct one where I will hear him. And now we want to hear me again.
Morning, Earthling.
That's okay, Leo. Thank you. Thank you for the song. Thank you for the blessings. And stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Remember that you are so loved. And remember that it is full moon today. So receive the blessings coming in from that stage of the moon. Blanca, Fizas, good morning. Was it Buenos dias? Good day. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. All right, everyone, go out and be a blessing today. Go out and do that action of loving whoever you come into contact with. Send a message of love out to somebody. Just be the light that you want to see in the world. Allow yourself to be that. And I will see you all at, some of you hopefully at 10 o'clock Eastern for a guided meditation. And then at 4:44 Eastern for the reading of Angels Speak and the reading of the beautiful blog that the angels brought for us last night, telling us there are no limits. Let's get into the energy of that. I love you. Namaste.